Greetings, demons, and welcome to Warhammer Weekly, episode 91, the first episode of 2025. And while we don't have anything for me to look at in terms of pickups, we do have a few good topics, so let's jump into it and discuss them.
Not the leader of a cult, RabbitWithAxe.
And to start off with, of course, we're in a new month, which means brand new freebies for the month of January 2025. And starting off, we have the Striking Scorpions as the miniature of the month, and yeah, it is the entire kit, or at least that's how they're advertising it, which is pretty good. Obviously, this is a very new kit indeed, and I'm sure Eldar fans are going to be very pleased with this one. There are some really cool, designs, honestly. As much as I'm not the biggest Eldar fan in general, I think the Striking Scorpions, especially in their newest form, are pretty cool. I do really like them, and yeah, honestly, it's really worth just getting one just to try them, and, you may even, if you are like me and don't really care too much for Eldar, may find yourself actually quite enjoying them, which, I haven't, as, has been shown by the fact I never have pickups anymore. I haven't been to a Warhammer store in probably the better half of a year, if not longer than that. I don't actually remember the last time I went. I need to start going this year. That is probably going to be my thing for the year, my, New Year's resolution, I suppose, is I actually need to go and get the monthly model. I live in a town that has a Warhammer store. I need to start going more often. If I go once a month and just pick up the monthly model and maybe grab something else, that would be good. And, yeah, this time around we're going to be getting the Striking Scorpions new kit, so pretty cool there. And when it comes to the collectible coin, it's actually pretty cool this time around. It's the Golden Demon, so yeah, it's not anything based on a specific part of Warhammer, it's just the general representation of being a good painter, being a good, actual maker of models, which I think is a really cool little thing. I don't know if we've ever actually had... I'm trying to think, have I ever seen this before? I don't think we've ever actually had the Golden Demon as a coin, so this is a really cool concept, and honestly, for those that are big into, competitive painting, and, just in general, just the idea that there is a ranking system almost for how good a model is made, I think people are really going to enjoy having this coin, just in general, just because the design represents that, and yeah, it is an interesting design. It's pretty unique, it's not as uniform as you'd see on most coins, and overall, I think this one's a really good one to actually get, so I may even end up, spending the money and actually getting this one, just because I think it is really unique in terms of Warhammer coins, and yeah, it's also rare to see Citadel colour on the card, so, there's that as well, that rarity, I suppose, of it all, but, yeah, that is going to be it for this section with the two freebies, the collectible coin and the monthly models. So, yeah, let's move on. And sticking with what you'll be able to get at your Warhammer store, there is, of course, the anniversary miniatures, along with the other various goodies you can buy on your store anniversaries. And this time around, we have two very nice models. We have the Bioscience Terminated Gene Stealer model, which looks... honestly, so good. He's, destroying a Terminator, which we love to see. And if you know anything about me, you know that I love my Gene Stealers. They are one of my favourite armies to build for. And yeah, this model is absolutely excellent. Store anniversaries are kind of hard to track down. I do know when my local store anniversary is. It's kind of hard to tell without actually going ahead and just asking, hey, when's the store anniversary? But yeah, this is going to be, if I can get the timing right, an immediate pickup. I do love this model, and yeah, as I say, Gene Stealers is an army that I do enjoy building for, so yeah, this is such a cool model. The fact that it's so rare to see any sort of, non-chaos, aligned unit, fighting a Terminator and winning. It's, such an uncommon thing, so having a Gene Stealer doing it is honestly just so excellent, and yeah, you've got a little compact diorama there, which honestly it's just so cool. I really I can't overstate how cool I think this model looks, and yeah, no, definitely a great one for anyone that is a 40k fan or just in general a Gene Stealers fan. Obviously, one and the same in a lot of ways, but yeah, definitely a good model there. And then for AOS, we have the Asterna of Brighthall. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And yeah, just a basic Stormcast, honestly. Pretty cool design overall. You've got the flowing cloak, two blades actually, because you've got the sword and you've also got the spear, or I don't know if there's a better name for it, because it's a sword and a staff, essentially. And then there's also the crossbow on the belt, which is pretty cool. Female Stormcast, which is always good to see. Unfortunately, at least, from the images we have, no helmet option, which I know a lot of people are like me and don't like the helmetless options. This isn't a terrible face. Like, honestly, the hair's pretty nice, and the face is mostly covered by the armor, so you could probably get away with it not being the best in the world, but yeah, I've made very clear I prefer helmets, and the fact that they're not showing a helmet design does make me a little bit wary on this one. But yeah, if you are a Stormcast fan or an AOS fan and want something a little bit different, this one's definitely a good character to have, and yeah, overall, nice Stormcast, just nothing too special. Otherwise, I'm going to do a quick fire round of just the remaining anniversary items. So we have the Light of the Emperor and Other Stories book, which is, a nice little thing to be able to pick up. The store anniversary extras include a player mat, a dice cup, which I don't think we've ever seen, as well as a unique design for a dice, which is pretty nice. You actually get a set of them, but they have the Warhammer logo, and that's really about it. They're metal, which is nice. Nothing too special, but yeah, the typical 50, 100, 200 pound increments. And then we also have the pin set, which is a really rough looking Primaris Chaplain. It's a really bad just mashup of a bunch of existing art. A lot of people have been mocking this one online. I have to agree, it looks a bit odd. It's supposed to be Ultramarine, but it kind of looks like a Space Wolf wearing an Ultramarine shoulder pad. Kind of weird, but yeah, it's a Chaplain, and then we also have a Stormcast, which looks pretty standard. I'm sure there's probably something wrong that someone will point out about it, but I haven't seen as much discourse about that one. And yeah, overall, pretty good year for anniversary stuff. As I say, the models themselves are excellent, and I think that's what most people care about. But yeah, overall, everything here is pretty good, and if you can find out when your anniversary is, your store anniversary, make sure to get that information, check it out, and yeah, if you're interested in his models, make sure to pick them up. And that unfortunately leaves us with our final topic of the week, which is Heresy Thursday, our only miniature reveal of the week. And this time around, it is the Traitor Legion Overseer. So we have already seen the regular Legion Overseer, which I did say at the time could be used for either traitor or non-traitor, or empirical, whatever. And yeah, that still stands here to some extent. This is just the slightly more traitorous version, and he looks pretty nice. I like the helmet design with the horns and everything. I think that's really, really cool. The, what are they called? Ninetails? The whip, the spiked whip, very interesting design there. I do quite like that one. The fact that he's actually holding it is something that we don't usually see. As much as usually it's like gravity's just defied by these sorts of things, but yeah, very nice design there, covered in your typical chains and skulls and everything, and spikes. Obviously, it wouldn't be a Chaos model without the spikes. And even the helmetless option, the unhelmeted head, pretty cool. I like the big scar across his head. The shouting expression, I think, is really, really good. And yeah, overall, it'll fit in nicely with your 30k army, because yeah, he's a pretty standard-looking, Chaos Space Marine, or I guess more accurately, Traitor Legionnaire, but yeah, he looks great. He has, some nice details, though he's not too busy, and overall, even if you didn't want him as an Overseer, if you just wanted him for maybe your 40k army instead, there's nothing really stopping you. There's nothing really pointing him out as being 30k based. He's just a short Marine, he's just an old Marine, and yeah, overall, pretty good. But with that being said, that's going to be it for this episode of Warhammer Weekly. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like it, subscribe if you're new to it, and ring the bell so you never miss upload. Otherwise, comment below about any of the topics discussed or anything Warhammer related, down in the comments below. And yeah, tell me, are you going to be getting the anniversary models? Are you going to be looking up when your store anniversary is? As I say, I know when mine is. I've just failed the last few years to actually go on time, or I've been like a day too early or a day too late in terms of when I'm available, which is always a little bit awkward. But yeah, in any case, it's going to be it from me, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Look at the screen, you'll be fine. Culture's a disease, but we'll survive. I just wanna take